President Franklin D. Roosevelt said, "Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. This event brought the United States into World War II." The military strike against the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii happened in the morning hours and took the naval base by surprise. 4 U.S. battleships were sunk and 4 others were damaged. 3 cruisers, 3 destroyers, and a training ship and mine layer were also damaged or destroyed. 188 aircraft were destroyed with 2,402 men killed and 1,282 wounded. The repercussions of this event were immediate. Friends, schoolmates, and neighbors of Japanese Americans living in the U.S. became suspicious of their Japanese American neighbors and friends just because they were of Japanese descent. Within a short time, many Japanese Americans were arrested or rounded up, registered, and tagged with numbers. President Roosevelt had issued Executive Order 9066, which called for the evacuation and relocation of any and all persons of Japanese ancestry. This was confusing, frustrating, and frightening. They had to quickly sell, give away, and find safety for their businesses, possessions, and homes. They could only bring what they could carry to the relocation centers. Many felt betrayed by a country in which they were citizens. The internment camps where they were sent were in remote, desolate areas and looked like prisons with barbed wire around them and armed guards. One of the boys that spent 2 years in an internment camp said, "I'd never thought I looked different from the other kids at school, even though most of them were Caucasian. But when I went back to school the day after Pearl Harbor, I realized I did look different. My hair was black, my skin was darker, and my eyes were almond-shaped. My face was the face of the enemy. Just a few months later, we were told to pack just what we could carry, sell everything else, and get on a train that would take us to our new home." There were 10 internment camps located in the United States. One of them was Camp Topaz in Delta, Utah. Japanese Americans did their best to get through this time of internment. They were loyal Americans and remained so. 300,000 Japanese American men enlisted in the armed forces and fought for America, who was interning their families and friends. Mary Tsukamoto said, "The FBI could find no single incident or any hint of treason or wrong." After a while, the life in camps became organized by the Japanese Americans who were living there. They formed schools and scout groups, and through it all they remained behind barbed wire with armed guards. On August 6, 1945, the United States sent the Enola Gay, which was a B-29 Super Fortress bomber, to drop an atomic bomb named Little Boy on Hiroshima, Japan, which caused extensive destruction. The United States is the first and only country to ever have used nuclear weapons in war to date. The devastation it caused was unimaginable, but this was the order of President Truman to try to end the war. On August 9, 1945, the U.S. dropped another atomic bomb on Nagasaki, Japan. 6 days later, Japan surrendered.